Don't worry. That's going to be our memoirs. Once upon a doobie. Once upon a doobie.
There we go.
We've already got the title of our book.
Once upon a doobie.
We can't get 100 subscribers, but we got a book. Anyway,
I mean, it's gonna hit the New York Times bestseller
it's
list.
a slow. This
it's
is
only a matter of time.
I call our show like a slow burn.
Or a slow build.
That too. Anyway, that is the Redoubtable One. Thomas James, High Question Laundry Mat Show. Welcome, surprise, surprise, surprise. Tip 'em back Tuesday, and we are tipping him back to the good man Samuel Adams, one of the original Sons of Liberty. and we are the 4th of July weekend is upon us, and this motherfucker was one of the guys who threw down the gauntlet. So it's fitting, if you will.
Fitting.
So welcome to IDD. I don't disagree. Segment 1. WNBA recap of the battle.
Oh, is that what we're hitting out of the box?
Yeah, why not? It's fresh in our minds. Sure. The showdown in the desert for 3 quarters looked pretty good.
5-point game
but
at the end of 3.
The 2-time defending champs felt compelled to remind us that they are, in fact, the 2-time defending champs, and put a pistol whipping on the Fever in the 4th quarter. They did an excellent job. They probably defended Caitlin Clark as well as anybody I've seen all year. But part of that's also Caitlin Clark's fault because this was one of the worst games I've seen her play. Now, she's a rookie, and these are going to happen. The thing is this.
It was a tough matchup for her.
Well, but here's the problem. The way, and I can speak to this because I scored 1,000 points. You don't score 1,000 points without knowing how to score. Caitlin Clark, and I said it to him, I sent him a text, needs a pull-up J like you read about. Because if she had a pull-up J tonight, she would have scored 20 points easy.
Dude,
because they were giving her the pull-up J.
We were saying that in the college basketball final.
Mm-hmm. This girl, I said Paige Beckers had a better mid-range game than her,
Yeah.
and yes, she does.
Yeah.
Paige Beckers tonight would have dropped 25 on their ass. Because honestly, that's where the shot was, and she didn't see it. She was too busy looking for people that were not always. She had 7 turnovers. She had 11 assists, but she had 7 turnovers. Got to get those down. And again, a lot of it to Tom's point. Tom said this. She's got to know when to be aggressive and take the shot. And where they were giving her everything from 19 feet to 6 feet, that's where that mid-range game. If you have it,
but she would go too deep.
Too deep because she doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Like if I when I was playing, when I had a game, and a defense played me like that. I could score 25-30 from just that area, just pulling up, going both ways. Okay? And my father taught me to do that. He said, look, they're going to take away the 3 and the drive. What's left? You've got to have that. Mm-hmm. And as a point guard, that's what makes you the best player on the team is you can pull up from anywhere. I wish I had more video of little Isaiah Thomas from the Detroit Pistons, who has the best mid-range game I've ever seen. And he was 6'1" against in an era of Hall of Fame big men. Yeah. And he could not be guarded. Because he could pull up from anywhere. And Caitlin Clark. Now look can she develop this? Of course she can. She's got the physical skills to do this or attributes to do it. Just has to work on it. And if I'm her coach, I hope when they break down film, this is what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Because this is where Caitlin Clark goes. She's got to work on it. She's got to work on it. But this is what will get her to the next level, where she goes from a heck of a rookie to an all-time great player. And this is what she has to add. Now, this is the thing about Paige Beckers, who's not here yet. She's already got this. She's already got this part of her game. And at this level, with all that talent around her, Paige Beckers, if she stays healthy, is going to have an amazing career. Because she already has this. So, but again, Caitlin Clark is a rookie.
She doesn't have some of the other stuff that Caitlin has.
She just doesn't have her range.
So she doesn't stretch it as far. So the mid-range game, I mean, it's still valuable because she can hit the 3.
She can hit the 3 with her eyes closed. She doesn't.
But for Caitlin, I think the mid-range is even more valuable because of how far you have to come out to guard her.
If she had it, yes.
You know?
If she had it, yes, I agree. But the thing is, I've always said that I thought Paige Beckers was the better one-on-one player, and she is. Yeah. And tonight proved it. Because whether it was Kelsey Plum, who, by the way, if you haven't heard of this girl yet, Kelsey Plum is not just a hottie. She has game.
34,
6, and 5.
She's not just a hottie. And
at one point, she had 30 points on 15 shots. That is utterly disgusting. 30 points on 15 shots. Okay? That's the definition of efficiency. That's Tom Brady efficiency. Yeah. It's Peyton Manning efficiency.
What'd she finish with?
She wound up with 34. She was
11 to 20?
She was 11 for 20.
11 for 20.
Yeah, she missed her last couple like in garbage time, whatever.
Mm.
But
no, she played great.
I love her. She's a lefty too. So I have a soft spot for lefties to begin with.
Dude, Asia Wilson's a lefty too.
I know.
There's lefties everywhere.
By the way, the other thing
this
about
is not a coincidence.
No, it is not. I've been saying it. And your son is a lefty. My daughter, who is also very athletic and doesn't know it because she hates sports, is a lefty.
Yeah.
Awful.
Dude, I will say this. I thought Caitlin played a pretty good defensive game. She guarded Jackie Young pretty good.
She didn't get. Look at when you.
I was impressed with that because I've seen her
somebody
let people go by her.
Oh yeah.
She was. I thought she looked pretty good on defense tonight. And she had a couple nasty ass plays.
So,
did you see the drive where she went pretty much coast to coast, little behind the back through the legs
after she hit the three?
Not for the assist. She finished at the rim.
Finished, yeah, that one, yeah.
And it was like a real hard finish.
Yeah,
that was a great play.
Look at she's on her and her friend there.
Her and Aaliyah
made the All-Star team as rookies. Angel Reese. They both were selected to the All-Star game.
Oh, both of them?
Rookies.
Dude, Angel had 19 boards tonight.
Yeah, the last time this happened, by the way, was 10 years ago, 2014.
Are they going to be teammates?
I don't know. That'll be interesting. I don't know how they. I have to look.
They're in the same, right?
I don't know where the split is between the East and the West.
Chicago's got to be East.
I don't know. It might be West.
I guess depending on how many.
Depends on how many teams are on. I don't know. But anyway, no. Look at she's played great. Reese, when it's the mouth. It's not her game. It's the mouth. She can play. So the thing is,
19 boards.
19 boards, which increases her own record that she as a rookie 11 straight double-doubles.
11 straight dubs.
Yeah, rookie record. So actually, it's an all-time record, not a rookie record. So
yeah.
In any event,
she's just setting it as a rookie.
She's setting it as a rookie,
which is nuts.
So
but when you look at her out there, she's big. When you watch her run by people, it's
she's
like,
six.
Damn.
She's my height, I think.
I know.
So,
but the way she's so proportionate, she doesn't look that big until you see her next to somebody.
Well, you stand her next to the girl on her own team from
Camilla. That's
Jesus.
That's
Christ,
different.
That's Gronk.
Camilla is one of the biggest in the league.
Yeah, she looks like Gronk for Christ's sake. She's just big. But the thing is, as far as tonight goes, the Aces have, and someone said it on the broadcast, you can't shut them down. You have to outscore them. The Aces, ready for this, have 3 of the top 10 scores in the whole league. 3 of the top 10. By the way, that's never happened in the NBA. So
it's Plum, Wilson, and who's the third?
The girl, I think that. What was her name? I got the box score right here.
It wasn't Jackie Young, was it? No, she didn't score tonight.
No, but I think her average for the season. Let me see. Stats. It's Wilson, Jackie Young, and Kelsey Plum.
Oh, so it is Jackie Young.
Yep, Jackie Young.
Dude, that's why I think Caitlin played pretty good D on her tonight. Because she wasn't, what did she score, 10 or 11?
I think
she had a good game. She had a bunch of assists.
Yeah, she had a list double-double.
Jackie Young.
Yeah, she had a double-double. I know that. And people say
she didn't need to score.
People say she's the best point guard in the whole league. And
dude, Jewel Lloyd. Have you watched Jewel Lloyd?
Mm-hmm. She's very good.
She on the Storm? She's on the Seattle Storm.
I believe
Jewel Lloyd.
So, yeah.
She's good. The other night, she got elbowed in the eye in the first quarter. Played the last 3 quarters with a freaking welt on her eyelid, and she dropped 34. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, that's pretty damn tough.
I love what Caitlin Clark has done for this league because
just made us watch.
There's been you're seeing a lot of great players besides her now, and you're taking notice of them.
Yeah,
as it always should have been.
Yeah,
and back before Bird and Magic saved the NBA, it should have been that way too, but it wasn't until those two showed up. So yeah, this is 20,000 people at that game tonight. 20,000.
They were talking about the home and road attendance of the Fever.
Yeah, with Caitlin Clark. They averaged 16,000 at home, 15,000 on the road.
I think it was 15.9 on the road or something.
It's utterly ridiculous what she's done for this game.
15 and change on the road.
That's probably why the last 2 games you've seen these teams give her hugs because they know. Even the most stubborn, fickle woman can see reality in front of their face.
Dude, Maddie said it tonight.
What?
We were sitting on the couch, and so Maddie's favorite is not Caitlin. She likes Angel Reese and those players better.
Yeah.
But she also likes Caitlin. So she's kind of one of those in-between people. But tonight we were sitting on the couch and she goes, when the uptick in attendance is solely based on Caitlin, and you can't deny it anymore. Yeah. I was like, yeah, pretty much. She was like, because it doesn't matter what team she's playing and where she's playing them.
I had been saying
the attendance is there.
They at the time they had 3 wins. They went to DC to play the Mystics, who didn't have a win.
They were 0-10, 0-11.
And they had to move that game from the Mystics venue to where the Wizards play, and over 18,000 people came to see a 3-11 team play a 0-11 team. That's the Caitlin Clark effect.
Yeah.
And that's where someone you want to slap Angel Reese going, are you looking at this? Right. Are you kidding me?
Don't be a hater.
Don't be a hater. You just the more you flap your gums and then these numbers come out, you just look like a bigger ass clown. It's like, what are you doing? So,
and you're good.
And you are having. I said I don't want.
She doesn't even need to pay attention to it.
Angel, please, Angel, do not become the female Draymond Green. I'm begging you.
She's not.
Do not yet.
She's not that.
Not yet. Not yet.
I hope she's not that.
Keyword, not yet. But that's the direction she's going in.
I don't know, but see, I heard her talking after the Sky beat the Fever for the first time, like a week or so ago.
What?
And she just ate up Nalissa Smith. Remember that game? So afterwards,
Nalissa Smith, talk about getting bent over.
Stop.
She just
stop.
Keep your head down. And that was what Angel Reese did to her.
Angel Reese,
keep your head down.
No, so here was the tough part about that. Angel Reese did that and talked shit to her the entire
That's what I'm saying.
Game.
She pushed her head down. That's right. You stay
literally from the tip. She was talking shit to Nalissa Smith, and she ate her up. She was the difference in the game.
It's going to be long. It's going to be slow, and it's going to hurt.
Here you go, talking about taking it in the ass again. Your favorite pastime.
Is that not what she did to her? You just said she was talking trash the whole time.
No, literally, she was talking shit. And,
yeah.
So after that game, who's the main WNBA reporter?
Oh, the blonde, little short blonde girl.
She's always like,
she's like a hobbit.
She's like, Angel,
I know.
Where do you find the energy to just keep giving it your all, no matter what comes at you? And then Angel's like, look, I'm a dog. You can't teach that. And
I don't know which was worse. I honestly don't.
But then she pulled back and she was like, because the reporter was like, well, how big is it in this rivalry? And she was like, well, it's fine. She was like, but they're still up on us. They beat us twice. We only beat them once.
No, she did actually
say
something.
So she said that.
Wow.
And I was like,
if I heard that, I'd have fallen over.
Well, I kind of liked it because she wasn't sitting there acting like, yeah, we did something special. Yeah, sure, we beat them. We wanted to beat them, but they beat us one more than us. So I actually respected that, and I was like, okay, I see you, Angel. And then boom, 19 rebounds. 18 rebounds.
One common sense quote does not make up for 50 idiot quotes.
It's just, hey, she could be stepping in a right direction. I don't want to hate her.
I don't want to hate. I just said, please don't become that. I'm begging you, don't become the female Draymond Green. Do not, please. I'm begging you.
Well, this is me giving positive reinforcement, saying I like that comment. Boom.
Okay, 1.
We'll see.
A broken clock is right twice a day, America. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, God. Even a blind squirrel gets a nut every now and again. Is that the thing you were going to say that one next?
No.
Even a blind squirrel gets a nut every now and again.
No, I think I made my point with the first one.
Oh, okay.
Broken clock.
Yeah, but it's the same thing as the blind squirrel.
But I think the broken clock is cooler.
Right, but I'm just saying.
Than the blind. Even a blind squirrel finds it out.
But it's.
Well, how do you know it's blind? How does it know it has a nut?
What are you talking about? He's walking around and eventually just find a nut. It's gonna happen.
Maybe it's not a nut. Maybe it's a.
Of course, you're gonna find a whole bunch of other shit.
What if it's an acorn?
That's a nut.
What if it's doggy doo?
What if it's an acorn? That is a nut, literally.
What if it's a rabbit shit? Those little rolls. What's that? That wouldn't be pleasant.
Well, they'll understand once it bites into it. Poor blind squirrel. Like, oh, that doesn't taste right. Oh, shoot.
That's the. Anyway.
All right, next topic.
So,
I love the fact, though, that I've watched 2 very entertaining WNBA games in the past few days.
Yeah, I just got disappointed because it looked like it was going to be a
know.
good fourth quarter, and I was like, wow, that ended quickly.
But it was. I think it was more surprising if they kept it that close for that long. Because going into that game,
Well, you know what sucks though
they have
tonight.
no answer for Asia Wilson.
Well, but hold on a minute. Here's the problem. See, when the thing about this game tonight was
where they went wrong.
do you know how many wide open shots Indiana missed? I mean, it was incredible how wide open they were, and they couldn't hit Sandra.
You know
Bell on
the
camera.
big
It was like
the
33.
Big,
She
the
was
big
awful.
white player Samuelson
Sucked.
couldn't hit anything.
Sucked. That
She
girl,
was a number 4 pick in the draft.
That girl, when?
I don't know when she came out. She's from UConn.
Well, she should.
Katie Lou Samuelson or something.
She was awful.
Maddie was like, she's not eating tonight. I was like, no, she's not.
Katie
playing
Lou
like
Samuel.
she's not playing like a number 4 pick. That's for sure.
Let's see. She averages 5 points and 2 rebounds a game.
Yeah, it's not.
Doesn't sound like a stud to me. Did come from UConn, but of course, I never heard of her.
Yeah.
So, okay, she sat on the bench for 4 years, whatever she did there. But I'm sorry, 5 points and 2 rebounds doesn't exactly blow my skirt up, Thomas.
Well, no, the thing is, it's like you don't need Katie Lou Matthewson or Samuelson to score 15 a game. But shit, if she could get you 12 a night, like come on.
Let's think about what happened tonight. I just figured it out because now this is the power of stats. This was no accident. Okay, she and it was the threes too. She was 0 for 4 from the 3.
And she's supposedly a 3-point shooter.
Well,
not tonight.
they left her open. They being the aces, because nobody gets open that often by accident.
Yeah.
Okay, that was part of the plan. If they're going to beat us, it's going to be her. And at 5 points a game, are you scared of her? I'm not.
Yeah.
So that was good coaching. Now, again, this is where if Caitlin Clark had a mid-range game, it wouldn't have mattered. Because that's where they fell apart. When she got in there and she couldn't pull up.
She wouldn't have had to pass out to Katie Lou.
She could have pulled up. So I kept saying, pull up, but she never did it. And I'm trying to remember, like, did she not have a pull-up in college? Do I remember that? I thought she had I thought
No,
I
she
saw.
didn't.
I mean, she had a step back.
Yeah.
She would drive and step back. It wasn't per se; it was a step back for a 3. It was always a 3. But she never had a pull up like a mid range, like a Paige
Or a
Beckers
floater.
or a floater.
And
So
that's what we talked about
Yeah.
in the last
Yeah.
the last Final Four.
it just was, and the Aces knew it, and they said we're going to take away the 3 and the drive, make her do what she doesn't want to do. That's good coaching.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
They kept blitzing her on the pick and roll.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
she
never
had-
let her turn. They
Yeah.
never let her turn into that
Yeah,
shot.
she had a couple nice passes out of the pick and roll with Aaliyah
Girl
Boston.
can listen.
I love her pass.
If anything, Caitlin Clark, above all else, has proven she's as good a passer as she is a shooter.
Yeah.
She really is.
And I'm actually starting to see more good passing on that team as a unit.
As a unit, they are moving the ball.
They're
better.
starting to move the ball.
But that was the thing. My original point was
in the first half. That's kind of how they stayed
they
in.
were listen to this. They were 28 for 77.
What were they in the first half? Can you see that?
No, I can't.
Because they shot the ball better in the first half.
And they were a putrid 6 for 26 from 3, 23%.
Yeah.
So, and then and
6 for 26?
6 for 26.
So they missed 23s.
Yeah. And they had 15 turnovers. This is a recipe for disaster, America.
And they were still in the game for the first 3 quarters.
Yeah. Amazingly, they out-rebounded them. And the Vegas is a big squad.
Yeah.
They out-rebounded them. But they couldn't shoot for shit. Caitlin doesn't have a pull-up right now, and the 15 turnovers.
She had, how many rebounds did Caitlin have?
6.
I saw her grabbing some rebounds.
She had 6. At halftime, I thought she was going to get a triple-double.
I thought so, too.
She had 5 points, 6 assists, and 6. I'm like, she might get a triple-double.
She's going for the triple.
I knew eventually she'd start to shoot or get
She's
some
about to
baskets.
mess around.
She was messing around. She's flirting.
What'd she score?
13, 11 assists, 6 rebounds, 1 steal, 6 turnovers. 5 personal fouls. She took only 12 shots. Now, here's the problem. I think if anyone posed the question to the coach of the Indiana Fever, who's the best shooter on this team? I think before the sentence got finished, Caitlin Clark would be coming out the words unless she gave her this look like, are you the stupidest human being on earth? Do I have to spell this out for you? And then there'd be a delay for effect. She's just staring at me and going, is that really your question? I just want to make sure before I answer. Because this is a joke, right? Are we on some other camera here I don't know about? Am I being punked?
And then somebody's going, well, Kelsey Mitchell? No.
No. So, in any event.
Although Kelsey Mitchell can score.
When you're playing the defending world champions, your best shooter can't take 12 shots.
Who took the most shots?
Boston. No, Mitchell.
It was Kelsey Mitchell.
Yeah, she had 23 on 9 of 20 shoots. She's their leading scorer. I get her. But she's...
Yeah, and she missed some open ones. So I think, for the most part, she was taking shots she should have been taking.
I mean, quietly, Boston, 18 points, 11 rebounds.
I like her game. Yeah. I hate how she gets blocked in the post by defenders that don't jump.
Well, they're taller.
I know, but like...
I mean...
And I know she doesn't have, like... a high vertical or something.
Not that.
Can't she use a certain technique to avoid those blocks?
It's called Kevin McHale.
Okay, explain it.
Kevin McHale has a move on the post, and he, it's his. It's like if they. It's funny how that video game they'd have like Bird's fadeaway and Jordan's up and under and Barkley's gorilla dunk and all this other crap, and they don't have Kevin McHale's up and under move. Where he would do it on double teams. He would do it on double teams by the Detroit Pistons. And I can't do it in front of the camera, but I'll show him what the move looks like afterwards. And
is it the pivot pump fake?
It's partly pump fake, but what it is this is Kevin McHale, and Jabbar did this, and Olajuwon did this. These are the three best post players I've ever seen in my life. They would always get their bottom foot on the block, whichever side they came down on. And now that doesn't sound like a lot, but here's what it does. It tells the post player, I can go glass either side. I have the angle, so now I can go either way. They knew right then I can go either way because I have a 45-degree angle. Now either way I go. That's why I always tell people get your bottom foot on the block. Kevin, you watch video. Charles Barkley said Kevin McHale's the best offensive player he's ever seen because he could score on double teams without taking a dribble and without traveling because his footwork was so fucking amazing. And he did this up and under move and the thing is, you knew it was coming and you double teamed him and it was designed to split a double team. And it was like, and yet everybody kept doubling him. Like,
so is it like where you go up and then you step through the double team?
You pivot.
You swing
He's
around.
a righty. You swing around. As you come out, you shot fake like this, and then you step through. You turn your pivot and step through, and then come through, and you switch. Depending on what side of the basket you're on, you switch. You finish with either hand.
Gotcha. And
this motherfucker, and the thing is, Kevin McHale was 6'10" or 6'11" with a 8-something wings. Fucking his arms, like he just unreal hand-eye coordination, unreal hand-eye coordination. And if this girl had that move, in fact, there's no girl in that league with that move. Okay, if any one of them had that move and they were both players, they'd be unstoppable.
Maybe Asia Wilson has that move but doesn't need it. She's just big
well,
too.
I mean, they've got.
Asia Wilson isn't that tall.
Well, she's
6'5". That's pretty
she's
tall.
taller than me.
6'5". Yeah, that is pretty good.
She isn't that tall. 6'5".
Well, I guess I was thinking of like Camilla at 6'7".
But she's like the extreme.
Brittany Griner
Camilla.
at 6'8".
I mean, the thing is, where's Asia Wilson? She's listed as a center. She's 6'4".
6'4".
6'4". 27 and 11. Those are her averages on the year. Fucking bird shit. Literally. So, look, the Aces, here's the cool thing about tonight. America really got to see the best team in the world. The Aces, the defending champs, and they look legit. That's going to be fun this playoff because if you're watching the Minnesota team, the Lynx up in Minnesota, they're quietly having the best. They're really good. I mean, there's going to be some. You got New York with Brianna Stewart and Ionescu, the 3-point queen.
They played tonight.
They won tonight.
Didn't the Liberty play the Lynx?
The Liberty beat them tonight.
Yeah, we watched that. We watched that game. That was good.
Yeah, those are two of the best teams in the league. I mean,
the Liberty didn't come. The Liberty was down most of that game until second half of that fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean,
Brianna Stewart finally started
scoring. I am loving this, and I wish to God there was a fucking team in Boston. And by the way, this would be my I don't deserve asking for a wish. I've been spoiled as a fan already, but my one wish would be for them to go into the expansion go to Boston and they get the first pick and they draft Paige Beckers. That would be my fucking dream. I would give anything to see that. It's not going to happen, but
But do you think they would have a team so close to another team like that?
yes, of course they would. That's never stopped professional teams before.
I know, but like, well, I guess I don't know. I guess the people who like the Sun could stay liking the Sun. It wouldn't hurt.
How about the Jets and the
Boston's team.
Giants?
Well, obviously that.
Yeah, they're in the same fucking city. No one seems to give a shit.
Yeah, but that was like 60 years ago.
I'm just saying, what's changed?
Well, I mean, it's like
I don't think anybody gives a shit.
the Brooklyn Nets. Nobody gives a shit
If
about
no
the
one's
Nets.
going to flinch about the Clippers and the Lakers or that, no one's going to give a
They've
hoot
been
or
like
an
that
inning.
forever.
So what? The WNBA is brand new, and they're not in
That's
the same
true.
city.
It is
They're a 2-hour drive away from Boston.
Yeah.
So I mean, shit. What's it do? How far is Baltimore to DC?
Yeah.
I mean,
you're right.
so having teams that close in proximity doesn't mean a damn
It's
thing.
2 hours.
Yeah, about 2 hours.
I guess because it's like we think of New England as Boston. Like,
I know.
you know what I'm saying?
And by the way, that pisses all the other 5 states off. Like, I live in Connecticut. The gas station on between New York and Boston.
Everybody down here, it's like New England. Where's New England? It's Boston. Like the whole place is Boston.
And the thing is, the other thing that's known besides Boston is Cape Cod.
No, actually, if there's one state, it is Connecticut that I think about. Well, maybe not.
No one thinks about Connecticut. Who the fuck you kidding? If it wasn't for
And then I was going to say, or Vermont.
if
No,
it wasn't
nobody-
for the
nobody
UConn
thinks
Husky
about
girls basketball team, no one would know where Connecticut
Right,
is.
that's true.
No one would give a shit. So
it.
I mean,
And New Haven pizza. New Haven, Connecticut. Very high rate pizza. Never had it, but I hear a lot of stories.
never had it,
about
but I hear it's great.
Yeah.
Greatest pizza I've ever tasted. I mean, I've never had it yet, but I hear good things.
It's highly
Did you ever-
highly acclaimed.
Did you ever see,
Critically acclaimed.
Did you ever see Zoolander?
No.
The guy goes, I mean, Sting. I mean, yeah, I'm sure his music's great. I've never heard it, but I mean, I gotta tell you, it's just
Okay, that's not
That's
the same,
what you
That's
just
not the
did.
same thing as New
It's like
Haven
that pizza is renowned. I mean, I've never tasted it. I heard good things about it.
Well, dude, I watch all these shows and people talk about
I
it.
didn't say you were wrong, but the best part is you've never tasted. Like, I mean, I've never tried it before. But I would say
I haven't. Have you?
no, but I didn't even know what it was until you mentioned it.
No. So like, there are people there's the whole pizza discussion.
Yeah.
All right, I'm a fucking food guy. I'm a fat guy. My
get that.
Mind revolves around food.
I get that.
Okay, so in discussions of who has the best pizza, where is the best pizza, some people actually say New Haven, Connecticut.
Some people.
It's kind of a niche.
Well, where's the majority think it is?
New York?
New York, of course.
I mean, come on, But there's some people that say it's better in New Haven and it's more of a classic style.
Are these people? Have these people had both?
Oh yeah,
At least
no, these are like
so they've
pizza
tried-
people.
Are there pizza
There are
gurus?
some
They're
legitimate
pizza
pizza
savants,
people, right?
Gurus,
Pizza connoisseurs.
connoisseur. I am a connoisseur. Of
I'm a
fine
pizza.
cheese.
I'm a pizza connoisseur.
And it's all about the crust. The crust.
Yeah. So I think New Haven style is more like bar pie. I could be wrong about that.
Well, you've never seen it.
Do you know what bar pie is? No,
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen it on all these different shows. I just, in a Yoda moment, I can't really remember what it looks
It
like.
wasn't Yoda. It was Pipey. We do have to do Yoda
No,
one. night.
Yoda is the stuff as well. Oh,
Well,
no,
Yoda-
Jedi. Sorry. You're right. My
Jedi,
bad. My bad.
Jedi.
My bad. Misspoke there. Little misspeak.
It's all right. It's because of the effect of the Yoda.
That's true.
I mean, not the Yoda, of the peyote. The point is,
Peyote. We're not on peyote.
I know.
Jesus. What are we, Aaron Rodgers?
I
What are
can
we
get
on
that
that-
line out of my
we on
head.
that
I mean, I'm sure Sting, his music, I'm sure it's great. But I can't get that fucking line out of my head. It's so fucking
Dude,
funny.
I mean, it's world-renowned pizza. I've never tried
I
it.
never tried it, but the world can't be wrong.
No, I mean, it would be nice to try it. But anyway,
Yes, we should.
I guess that's what I was thinking about. If we ever go up to Boston together, we stop in Connecticut, New Haven.
You know what though? For that to happen,
What?
we'd have to go at a certain time of day, and we'd be stuck in all that fucking traffic.
Dude, you're such a northeasterner.
Yes, I am.
Thinking about traffic.
I hate traffic. Part of the reason why I left there was I couldn't stand the fucking traffic anymore.
Dude, I remember when Casey, my wife, goes,
You need ready for?
"Oh my god." Casey asked me one
God
time,
bless
she
you,
goes,
Samuel.
God, your family absolutely hates traffic. And I was like, doesn't everybody hate traffic? And she was like, well, I mean, yeah, I don't like traffic, but that's all your family talks about.
Because we hit it every day. It's like, if something happens to you like a couple times a year, you're not going to harp on it. But if you were in it every day of your life for like your entire life, yeah, you have this hatred for it.
But then it's like,
All the time you wasted on that fucking road that you can never get back, and it adds up. And that's why you're so angry, because you wasted time.
but it's funny because my parents will literally not do something like they absolutely love doing because traffic could be a potential barrier.
See, I'm not alone on this.
It's like, oh, we're going to do the wedding. Well, you can't do it then. I mean, the traffic's going to be terrible.
The traffic's going to be murder.
You're just like,
You kidding me?
and it's funny because,
Can't be the happiest day of your life if you spend 2 hours of it in traffic.
well, we always talk about going to the National Harbor during Christmas time because they dress up the hotel up there near DC. There's like an Iceland and shit like that.
Yeah.
And my mom always brings up like going as a family to me and Casey. And Casey always gets excited. She's like, yeah, that'd be great. And then my mom, when December rolls in, she's like, oh, God, you know what the traffic's going to be like? We can't do that now. Yeah. And Casey's like, so what? We sit in a little traffic. But it's fun.
And it's never
It's that Northeast
a little
mindset.
traffic.
You're not allowed to sit in traffic.
No, you're so sick of it.
You're so sick
Because you've
of it.
wasted so many hours of your life
My
doing
parents
it.
have been in Virginia for 40 years.
I know.
30.
I've been here. It'll be 7 years in August.
And you still hate traffic.
Well, 7 years doesn't erase 44.
I know, but you
years of
never sit in
traffic.
traffic down here.
No, that's the beauty of it.
I mean,
I don't live in fear of traffic down here.
any
like I do
traffic
there.
that you hit here is like,
It's brief.
yeah, it's fairly
It's
brief.
so fun. People here have no understanding of traffic.
For the most part here, when you hit bad traffic,
Unless they're not
something-
from here.
something bad happens.
And to his point, it's usually the Northeast, like Chicago, with the exception, but the traffic, unbearable. I mean, Washington, Baltimore, New York, Boston. Oh my
Dude, but
fucking-
they say the span of highway from Fredericksburg to like DC is one of the worst traffic.
because you're going into D.C.
And you're coming to Fredericksburg.
Yeah, it's awful.
There's so many people.
It's the
in
only
that.
place where that's why I go in the middle of the night. Because everybody's like, how can you do that? I'm like, no fucking traffic. It's like, the only problem is the George Washington Bridge. Because that city truly never fucking sleeps. And for some reason, they make a point to all be awake when I'm coming to town. Okay? It's fucking ridiculous.
The GW Bridge always gives you. Is that the one that takes you to the Bronx?
You go right over the what's the river there? What's the
The East or the Hudson?
the Hudson? Is it the Hudson?
Do you go like into the Bronx or you go like?
We go northeast. Isn't that the Bronx right there?
I think it is the Bronx right there.
I mean, but it's, at that time of night, like once you get over that bridge,
It's all smooth
it's
sound.
easy. It's easy till you get there, and then you have to get over it. Now, again, on a good night, 5 minutes. You'll be off that thing, over that thing in 5 minutes.
George Washington Bridge.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Because the fucking thing is long, and the process to get on it is long, because it's always set up for traffic, but there's actually no traffic, but you still have to go through the process. But there's nobody there, so you can get over it in 5 minutes. And then, but there's always a 18-wheeler that thinks they're in the last lap of the Indy 500. And they're in an 18-wheeler. It's fucking unbelievable. And I am white-knuckled fucking going through there because I'm looking in my rear view for this fucking donkey who's like, he's fucking cased.
Is it a one-laner?
It's 2 lanes. Actually, it's 3 lanes, but it's
So
tight.
you can't get over and let
It's
him.
tight 3 lanes. It's not like it's tight, and it's like, what the fuck is it? It's not. Honestly, it should be 2 lanes. It'd be better off being too big.
This is the second time I think in a week that I've talked about the George Washington Bridge with somebody.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it's breathtaking. The view is awesome. Mia wakes up just to see it because she loves it. It's awesome. And it's kind of cool little moment. She goes, Dad, wake me up before we get to the bridge. Every time we try, it's pretty cool. And so.
See, I used to love the Verrazano.
And at nighttime, it's breathtaking because fucking New York's so fucking big. It's like there's just lights. They're fucking everywhere. It's like if you think you're on a space station. It's like, what the fuck? And but then you get over that, and then it's like,
Have you ever been on the Verrazano?
Have I? I don't know. think so.
No.
Maybe.
Never gone out to like Long Island.
No.
The Verrazano takes you
I might have been
Staten Island to Brooklyn.
You know what? I think I might have, but I wasn't driving. We were there for a basketball tournament. AAU. It was Staten.
You go out to.
We came down from Boston and we drove. We were on a. I wasn't driving. My dad went and the
Went out to
coaches.
Staten Island.
Yeah, we for a tournament for the weekend.
What was it, Long Island?
It was Staten Island. So then we were there. We came in Friday and we stayed. We left Sunday night. And by the way, we played. We got there Friday afternoon. We played 2 games Friday night. 2. We played 5 games on Saturday.
Damn.
We played 4 on Sunday.
Oh my God. How'd you do?
We lost in the championship.
How many games did you win?
Of the
2-5-4.
Yeah, it was 11 games. We won 8 of them.
Good record.
And the team that we lost to didn't lose a single game. So, but that team had Jason Kidd on it. So,
what age group was this?
This was AAU 17 and under, and it was a weekend tournament. And
How old were you?
I was 17.
Yeah.
We were going
Well,
into.
You could have been under.
Well, we were going into our senior year.
Hmm.
It was between the summer of your junior year, so we were up there for it was the summertime. So we went up there on a Friday. Now, they came from the West Coast, so they were
California team?
Yeah, Jason Kidd.
Okay.
So they were there all like for almost the whole week. You know, so I think they flew in on Wednesday. The tournament actually started Friday. See, the thing is, we got because of our seeding. They started Thursday night, but we didn't play till Friday night. So and teams were playing like 2 games Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and it was multiple complexes. I forget the name of what's the school there?
Where?
On Staten Island. There's a school there. What the hell is it? I can't remember. What it's
Not
called.
St. John's, is it?
I don't remember. But it was played at multiple venues. I mean, there was 28
Were you
teams.
playing at a college?
I think, I don't remember. I think it was. Well, it was multiple sites. We weren't in one place.
Is it CUNY? College of Staten Island?
Maybe that's it. Maybe.
Because I see that one a lot.
Maybe it's, yeah.
I don't know
Well,
if
wherever
it's-
we were, we played in 5 different gyms. So it wasn't, so that's the one thing I remember. It was a blur because, like, you know, on Saturday, we played at 8.
Is that it?
Well, I didn't see it from that angle, but I think so, yeah.
Well, this is also, what, 35 years
So,
later?
yeah, it might be. There may have been some. There may have been
some upgrades.
May have been some upgrades. So,
Could be a bit of a different
yeah,
campus.
it might look a little different. But anyway, so the point is,
looks pretty.
yeah. Of course, you're running the game, so you're not really admiring the view. Wait, what court are we on? Where? So,
But I don't know if they have an athletic facility or not. That's not that big of a campus.
well,
Who knows?
again, we were at multiple sites. So, anyway, I'm pretty sure that was one of them. But you know, on Saturday you play in 5 games. So you play at 9 a.m., you play at 1, you play at 5, just like, and you play at 7:30. No, you play at 8, and then we played an 11 o'clock game because it was a tiebreaker to get into the. Sunday is all about its seeding. Like if there was 28 teams, only 14 of them were playing on Sunday. The other 14 went home because they got eliminated from
Yeah.
And so.
That's crazy that you still had 4 games to get through on Sunday.
Yeah. But that's the kind of shape we were in back then. And that's what these guys do. That's all these guys do. And that's all these girls do now, too, because they're playing 100 games a year in high school. Between AAU and spring ball. But yeah.
That's a lot.
And camps, summer camp, they're playing 100 games a year easy. I was playing 100 games a year from the time I was 12 to the time I was
100 games? Jeez.
100 games a year. Yeah. Between all the fucking leagues and travel and all that shit. So these athletes, this is what they do. So
Joel just sent an article from Bleacher Report about the 5 biggest overpays in the 2024 NBA free agency. Want me to read through them?
I think we should.
I mean, I know who you'd think who's number 1, but I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is, honestly, because I'm sure there's another idiot that got more.
Okay, so 5 is Klay Thompson. 3 years, $50 million.
17 million a year.
I didn't think that was crazy.
That's not crazy. All right, this list is already suspect. What's the next one?
So that's number 5.
That's not that bad.
No, not at all.
Kind of
Under
bargain.
$20 million a year.
For a guy of his caliber?
Emmanuel Quickly, 5 years, 175. I know he hasn't done that much, but he's proven that he can get 24.
What are his stats? Quickly?
Yeah, look up Emmanuel quickly.
Hold on.
I think he's a proven scorer. You give him the minutes, he scores.
I wonder. I'm saying you may be right. I'm trying to remember. I can't. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank on him. Emmanuel quickly.
He was the backup on the Knicks that they traded for OG. They traded him and RG Barrett, and he was getting points when he was with the Knicks.
He was.
So in Toronto this year, 17 points, 3.8 assists, 3.8 rebounds, 4.9 assists.
He's a career 13.7 point per game scorer.
13?
His high was in Raptors his rookie year. Oh, no, I'm sorry, last year he was 18.6. Knicks 15, Knicks 14.9, Knicks 11. So for the Knicks, he was double digits every year. 11, 11, 14, 15.
Okay, so maybe it was last year or the year before when he was like in the running for sixth man of the year along with
I remember
either
that.
Derek White or who was the other guy you guys had that you traded?
The guy who won it, Brogdon. He won it.
Yeah, I think it was that year. And he starting towards the end of the year when somebody got hurt, and he had like multiple 30-point games, and everybody was like, "Damn, this guy, if he had the minutes, would be scoring this." So
it's fair to say.
You know, I don't know. I mean, so his contract is 5 years, $175. Think that's an overpay?
For a 13-point per game scorer.
No,
5
but
years.
for the Raptors this year, he was 17.
No, but his career average is 13.
I know, but he hasn't been a career starter, so it's tough to.
I know, but you're asking me, is this too much? I'm trying to figure out gauges with the money.
I know, but I'm just bringing up those points to help you.
So you're not. You're confusing me.
If the guy's never been a starter, you can't just look at his career numbers.
There are guys that come off the bench that average 19, 20 points a game. It's happened before. So my thing is this. With him, because he's not old, he's young, right?
Yeah, he's young.
So maybe it's to his point where they think, well, what might he be?
He's 25.
He's 25. He's 3 years away from his prime.
Right.
So that is not probably a bad deal.
Yeah, I mean, I would start somewhere else with an overpay at least.
Oh, I would. If he was over $200 million, maybe then 175. Yeah.
Pascal Siakam, 4 years, $189, Pacers.
Wasn't he an all-star in Toronto?
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's a champion too.
He's a champion too. I don't know if that's that bad. So far, again,
and he really helped that team out.
So far, this list better get better fast because the first three I question all three of them. The 5, 4, and 3. What's 2?
Okay, 2 OG Anunoby.
All right, shut this thing off.
Wow.
Just shut this thing off. These people, whoever wrote this is a fucking
wow.
This came from an 11-year-old kid who scribbled on the back of a comic book. Get this off. I can't listen to this anymore. Pure stupidity.
Let's see what the
pure fucking stupidity. Who's the donkey who wrote this?
I think his name's Zach something.
Zach Zero?
No. Zach Buckley.
Zach Zipperhead?
Let's see who number 1 is.
He can't redeem himself.
Damn. I mean, I know that might have been a slight overpay, but you have to keep OG.
None of those were right.
Number 1, Patrick Williams, Chicago Bulls. 5 years, $90 million. Patrick Williams was a little older, not relatively recently a top 5 pick. Number 4 in 2020.
So, but how old is he?
22.
5 years, $90 million is not a. This guy, who is it? Zach Buckley?
Yeah.
Change
I don't know who Patrick Williams
is. As soon as I come up with a degrading name for this ask plan, I'm gonna do it. That rhymes. Quack Suckley.
Who was the guy?
So Quack Suckley reported that?
Was it Cody?
Quack Suckley.
Was it Colby White? Who was the guy on the Bulls that was fucking
Caruso.
roasting people?
Caruso was the defensive guy.
Not the defensive guy. Black guy.
DeRozan.
No. Colby White. Remember when they were playing the
That's
Knicks?
the dude from North Carolina.
Yeah.
With the hair.
Yeah. That dude was good last year.
Yeah, he is good. He's legit.
Offensively, he is tough
that kid's
to
a
stop.
scorer. Yeah, no, he's legit. Absolutely.
So I don't know who this
That's
Patrick
just not
Williams
who
kid
this
is.
fucking quack Shutley there, whatever his name is.
Zach Buckley. So Joel sent that and
Slack
said,
Suckley.
He said, I agree with the overpays for everyone except OG and Siakam.
So 2 of the 3 he doesn't. 2 of the 5. That's not a butt. That's 40% of them I disagree with.
He agrees with 3 of them.
Well, this is Joel. First time Joel said something that makes absolutely no sense.
Oh,
Raise your hand.
Yeah, Angel Reese cried at her All-Star selection. Let's see.
The eyelashes come off. They float away in the
Don't
tears.
make fun of Angel.
They float away in the tears.
I like her eyelashes.
The river of tears. Angel, I think you've made a few All-Star games in your life already. Please, calm down.
Not the WNBA.
Well, we won today. We won today, but they just told me I'm an All-Star. And, I mean...
We won today. Well, if you watched the game, you knew that already.
I'm just so happy. I know the work I put in. Coming into this league, so many people doubted me and didn't think my game would translate, and I wouldn't be the player that I was in college, or better, or would be worse, and wouldn't be where I am right now. But I trusted the process, and I believed, and I'm thankful that I dropped to 7.
Never drop the trust the process,
Like,
people.
it's
Never.
a blessing. I can't thank my teammates and my coaches enough for just believing in me and trusting me. And I know all of them are gonna come to Phoenix and support me, so I'm really happy right now.
Damn, now everybody's got to go there? Shit. if you're a player on her team, you're like, hold up, I'm going home for the All-Star break. I'm going to see my family, bro. Just kidding. I go support her. Yeah, I'm sure she's got teammates that will. What, you didn't like it?
I didn't believe a word of it.
What, you think she's out there fake crying? You think she's fake crying?
I think she's rehearsed this in the mirror. I trusted the process. Everyone that ever doubted me and never thought my game would translate. I'm like, who? You were picked 7th in the first round. Okay, so that means there were only 6 players that people thought were better than you in the whole fucking country. What the fuck you talking about?
No, she was
What
like,
the fuck you talking about?
She was like, I'm just really happy that I dropped to 7 and I got here to Chicago. You're happy that you dropped this? You just.
I'm happy that I dropped right there. That and trust the process. Fucking rehearsed. Trust the what process? It's probably a long one. What process is she talking about?
No way she's wasting time rehearsing shit in the mirror.
Oh, she's a narcissistic bitch. Yes, she is.
No,
You kidding me?
No, I
Yes,
think so.
no one thought I could make it. I silenced all the doubters. You were the 7th pick. You're on Tom fucking Brady, pick 199. You were 7th in the first round. You were in the, you know what? You were in the champagne, whatever room, the green room, fucking waiting to come out with you. Fucking, give me a break.
Well,
the
dude,
whole world doubted
there's
me.
only 12 picks, man. Don't act like there's 100 picks.
You still gonna be one of the 12 best females in the amateurs in the world. It's that simple, and she is. Like, that's such fucking garbage. You believe that shit? Fucking what? And the Oscar goes to. Give me a break. Oh my god. I think J.J. Reddick wrote half that script for her. Fucking
Dude, did you see that awkward press conference with them today?
No, what happened? About Bronny?
Yeah. Did you see
I
it?
saw the quote.
Oh, it was really awkward.
I saw the quote.
Dude, it's just like, I don't, look.
How can you say?
Whenever I say, like, I feel bad for somebody that's super rich, people are like, oh, I don't feel bad for him. And, like, look, I get it. Bronny James has a good life and has had a good life, you know, at least outside looking in. But just the awkwardness that is coming with this. Somebody made a comment, one of the reporters at the press conference. I think they said something along the lines of, you've given Bronny this opportunity. And at some point, JJ gets the mic and he goes, I just want to address something that was said about,
Right
you
there.
know, previously.
Pull the chair up. Get the popcorn. The enlightened one is about to speak.
Yeah, so we didn't give Bronny anything. He earned this. He worked for this. when I think of his.
And Moab he laid down to the Canaanites.
When I think of his biometrics and his capacity to play, I think about attack the ball, point of attack on your defender. I'm talking about a slasher that shoots the three, athleticism out the building.
Out the poop chute.
There's a lot to like about Bronny's game. And it was just like, it was so weird.
It was fake.
It was so weird.
It was as weird as that kid press conference with fucking eyelashes and crying. I can't believe they all doubted
I
me.
was trying to think of what he said, and I just started saying things.
Because it was such garbage. You're just like, you're probably like, is this really happening to me?
He said something about
I stoned
a
right
ball
now?
on attack the defender. I
Am
was
I
like,
stoned? Is JJ fucking with me right now? Like, what the hell? Is
JJ Reddick in my head.
I could so
Is
see.
JJ living rent free?
I could so see. See, here's the problem with this. Okay? And yes, I'm gonna put on the cape and be Captain Obvious here.
Not you.
And this honestly,
Not you.
Bronny James, to his credit, has said nothing.
Yeah.
He said nothing.
When he talks, he
I gotta
does
give.
a good job.
I respect him for that. I respect him more than every other idiot in this fucking circus. And it's a fucking circus in LA right now. And as a Celtics fan, I'm fucking loving it because when this thing goes kaplooey, oh my god.
But the thing is, like, I
The
don't
thing is
want to
this,
see that happen.
But
to
hold on,
him.
it's not going to be him. It's not going to be him. It's going to be everyone around him. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, JJ Redick again trying to or thinks he's smarter than everybody else. Here's the reality. Here's the fucking reality. The fucking kid averaged 4.6 points per game and couldn't crack the starting lineup of a 15 and 18 basketball team in college as a freshman.
Yeah.
You cannot, with a straight face, tell me this kid earned that. That's absolutely so. The kid from Carolina, the big dude who carried his team to the Final Four, Big South didn't earn a shot from somebody. But this kid did. Are you fucking kidding me, JJ Redick? I mean, what level of donkey are you at right now? Okay, you are the definition of fucking donkey right now. Because anyone that's seen these two play.
Your Boston accent really hits on donkey.
Well, because he's a
donkey. Say it.
He's a fucking donkey.
Donkey.
Fucking donkey.
He's a donkey.
Yes. You know what? He's a donkey diaper. How about that?
He's a donkey diaper dandy.
He's a dirty donkey diaper too. you know that shit's not clean. So anyway, the bottom line is this. Okay.
The bottom line is
he tries. He literally talks or thinks he's enlightening all of us with this fucking holy nuggets, JJ's gems as we call them, okay? And the reality of it is, he looks like a horse's ass, because one kid averaged 4.5 points per game as a freshman and couldn't get off the bench for a team that doesn't make the tournament. One kid carries his team to the Final Four, and this kid gets drafted because of his last name.
He earned it. Shut up.
He earned it all right.
He fucking worked for that.
Hey, he was born into that family. You know how hard that is?
Stop. Not his fault.
I'm not blaming him. I'm blaming everybody around him. Because they've created this circus. They have set this kid up to fail on a massive level. Okay? And I feel bad for him because if he does fail, no one better blame him. Blame everybody who fucking let this happen.
Well, I mean, the good news is,
starting with LeBron, who forced it.
If Bronny's career does not, last long, and it fizzles out, I think he's going to be fine.
Yeah, his dad's a billionaire.
Yeah.
His dad will actually feel bad about it and give him the fucking whole fortune, which he's going to give him anyway. You know what? I fucked you up. Take this $500 million and just go find your happy place.
He's going to have opportunities.
Go find your
to
happy
make money
place
on his own too. He's going to have opportunities to make money on his own because of who he is.
It's nice to have capital.
Yeah, exactly.
Right there. So
liquid.
But anyway, look, it's not Bronny's fault. Let's be clear about this. I'm not blaming the kid. His dad is doing this.
And when I've heard him talk, I actually like him.
I don't think he's a bad kid.
He's likable.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. I don't want the kid to personally fail. But the thing is, if LeBron ate shit on this again, would I be upset about it? No.
Always hating my guy LeBron.
He brings it on himself. And you fucking know it.
A little bit.
How much evidence do you got to see before you figure this out? Take me out of the equation.
You know what's funny? So, when the Knicks were bad for 25 years, LeBron kind of brought me back into the NBA. Okay? And I started liking him because of that. But even I can admit, so like I've been his fan for a long time. But as I've gotten older, and now the Knicks are starting to get good again, and I'm rooting for my team again, it's easier to see when LeBron is annoying and why people say he's nowhere near the GOAT and stuff like that. So, I know what you're saying, but
Listen.
I still
I get.
I still root for
I said
LeBron.
this. I get
I'm a
this,
fan.
and I said this the other night in defense of LeBron. He's a dad looking out for his son. I'm not going to begrudge a dad doing that. He loves his kid, and he's using his platform or what to get help.
Right.
Every dad would do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
I don't know. There's
Okay.
some dads that probably wouldn't.
Well, I'm sure there's one out there. But the thing is, LeBron is he's a good dad.
Yeah.
He's looking out for his son.
Yeah.
To me, he's being a little too overprotective. That's all. Like, look, the kid's talented. He's got potential. Let him stay in college and develop as a player. I get the dream of wanting to play with your son. I was so excited when my son called me to watch the finals game. So I'm not going to begrudge him even that. Okay. The thing is, though, the point is valid. Okay. If LeBron signs a 3-year contract, well, then play with him next year. Like, but don't give him time. I mean, they just signed him to a multi-year deal. He was the how many 55th picks?
He signed him a 2-year deal?
Multi-year. I don't know how many it is, but it's multi-year. Here's the thing, America.
Well, I thought they said
Let
once
me
they
ask.
do that,
Let
he
me ask
actually
you a
gets
question.
spot. He
Let me
gets a
ask.
roster
Let me
spot.
ask you and everybody out there, all the millions of you watching right now, the question.
Yeah, why don't you just ask me that?
Here's the.
Because I'm the motherfucker.
I'm the only one listening.
I'm the motherfucker
I'm the
here.
only one listening.
You're like, let me tell you something. Oh, and you too.
I'm gonna forget the question. Knock it off.
Sorry.
You're running me off the track.
Sorry.
Damn you. I fucking forgot the question. I fucking can't stand you right now. You fucking had to go off on one of your fucking tirades.
Bullshit.
I have a question to ask you.
I was just making fun of
I had a
you.
question.
What were we talking
Fucking Bronny getting drafted,
about? Okay.
and fucking there were kids out there that should have been drafted. Well, here it is. If you go back through the history of the NBA, this is the first time. No one mentioned this today, by the way. This is the first time that a guy picked after 35, after 30, rather. After 30. He was picked 55. After 30. Gets signed to a multi-year deal before he has dribbled a basketball in camp. Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
No one brought this up today. No one on SportsCenter. No one. Just that he signed a multi-year deal. No one said, "Oh, by the way, that's never fucking happened before." Okay,
Well,
because
he's talented, man. What? He's got a lot to work with. He's got a lot to like.
he is the most talented 4.6 points per game I have ever seen.
Dude, it's all about projections. You ever seen Moneyball?
No,
Well, you should.
no.
You should.
Because I don't remember that philosophy or that approach to ever winning a World Series. And if it didn't win a World Series, that means it didn't work. Okay, I don't care. Yet they made a movie about.
It definitely didn't work.
They made a movie about how it almost worked.
About how
Almost got that.
it did pretty well for a few years.
Didn't quite make it. Had some steam, got some momentum, and then knocked back down. Never to be seen again. I
I
might
wonder if they
add.
do a follow-up to Moneyball called fucking Broke as a Bitch Ball. And it'll
The
be
fallout. Moneyball, the fallout.
The story of the A's moving to Vegas.
Moneyball.
Fucking poor
Yeah,
ball.
Moneyball was a failure on a massive level. Okay, and yet they made a movie about how because it almost made it. It's like,
They got to the playoffs.
They got to the playoffs. Ooh, okay, good for you. Okay.
But they were dealing with less money.
The problem is you're talking to a Boston sports fan. So when a movie is made about how you made the playoffs, and that was the fucking highlight, a Boston sports fan go, so they didn't fucking win it? What's the fucking point of this? Does someone die? What happened? This is like, give me something to take away from this, other than they didn't quite make it. It didn't
quite
work.
get there.
It didn't work. Ultimately, it failed. I hit the BBD.
Easy on the BB.
I didn't mean for that to happen.
Dude, how about those Mets? Quick baseball and then get the fuck out of here. It's 12:42.
Well, we should have talked baseball. We got off on one of our tangents again. I'm sorry, America. Big pipe.
Not really.
Big piping.
So we were talking basketball.
We were pretty good with this. We had some good basketball tonight.
Maybe.
We did some good basketball lingo. Mikhail stepped through. We had some good stuff tonight.
Yeah.
The mid-range game. We had some. We delved back. Pure
Dude, Mets' third extra inning game in a row.
Now, yeah. Talk about historic.
I don't know if it's historic.
I don't remember a team ever doing that in my lifetime.
Never?
In 51 years. Not 3 times in a row.
That's probably happened.
3 times in a row.
I'm sure.
I'm not talking about 3 times in a season. I'm talking about in a row.
I think
don't
it's
know.
happened before.
I think it has.
I think it has. Well, they won last night, 3-3 into extras. They won 9-7. Bullpen.
So
very
it
shaky.
started out as this, and it went.
And it went woo. I mean, they almost
It went whoa.
they almost got off the arm, but they didn't. They won the game today, down 2-0. I think into the 6th or 7th. Came back, tied it, went into extras.
And what
2-2.
happened? What happened in that inning?
It was another loafer. Yeah. Boom! They scored 5 runs, 7-2, and they closed it out 7-2. Didn't even allow the ghost runner at second to
Gave
score.
him no hope.
Nothing.
Nada.
Quite the bum. Alonso had a 2-run job.
2-run job by PD.
J.D. Martinez, what do you
You know,
hear
PD, Pipe Alonso's it was magnificent. It's magnificent too.
this? Yeah, but
We got we have what's wonderful about this place besides the fridge and the company, of course, is that we have an abundance of fucking resources with which to find that
Yes.
place you need to go.
quite a few weapons of mass destruction.
We do. It's kind of like Batman's the Batcave. It's got everything. It's all in here somewhere. It's crazy. Or the tool belt. Batman's tool belt. That thing has everything in it. Batman's tool belt. It doesn't matter who it is.
I'm just
It
imagining.
doesn't matter who he's fighting.
I'm just imagining Batman with like bongs on his tool belt. He's like,
Batman encounters Willie Nelson and he
Quick,
goes,
grab the rolling papers.
grab the giant doobie.
Batman's like, pulls out a grapple and he's like, whoosh,
It's not a grapple, it's a bong.
a bong on a rope.
Oh my God. Robin, one just can't go in there and start asking questions. We have to get him.
Dude, but you interrupted me. I was about to tell a story about one of your guys, J.D. Martinez. Out of the lineup tonight. So, and I think I said he was like 0 for 20 something.
2 before he hit that blast.
But I don't know if that was true because they said 0 for 12 on the broadcast. So maybe he had a hit in there somewhere.
Well, yeah.
So maybe he was like 1 for 22. Because they said he was
So
0
he
for
had
his
2.
last.
He went 0 for 10 and 0 for 11.
That's what I'm thinking.
And he broke it up with a hit.
Because last night as I was rewatching the highlights, I heard Gary Cohen say, coming into the at-bat, 0 for his last 12. And then boom. But today he wasn't in the lineup. Why, you ask? Well, apparently a shipment of cleats had not come in for him.
Get the fuck out of
So
there.
last night he had to wear brand new cleats.
Uh-oh.
And, you know,
Did he get a boo-boo?
he didn't like the way they felt.
Did he
Woke
get a
up this
boo-boo?
morning
Did he get a
and his
boo-boo?
foot was sore. Went to take batting practice, first swing, and he felt the sharp pain. Oh! On his foot.
Yeah,
Next
it's called
time-
full of shitness.
Next swing, took another swing. Ooh, I can't do that. And now he's out. And he's like, yeah, I mean, I guess just, you know, new pair of shoes. Muscles just, you know, kind of act up.
I would never.
And I'm just like,
I would never.
this is the same guy.
I would
This
never.
is the same guy
Wait.
that needed 3 weeks as a
Say-
DH in
say-
spring
Say
training.
what you just said again.
What the fuck?
Say what. Do his answer the way he did again. Just do it again. Just do it again for effect. Just do it again. Well, you know.
Well, so
Need a new pair of shoes.
you know, just to be truthful, shipment of cleats hasn't come in. So yesterday I had to wear a new pair of cleats,
pair of cleats.
and you know, felt okay. Woke up this morning, my ankle was sore, and you know, I was like, okay, that's a little weird.
That's a little weird.
Took batting practice, and I took a swing, and I felt a sharp pain in my foot. Oh. Then I went, took another swing. And,
See, he doesn't even believe it as he's saying it.
took another
Sharp
swing,
pain
and
in fact, my head twitched.
I
like
thought,
that.
you know, I can't do
And
that.
then my balls froze.
So then he said,
And then
so
I went
after,
blind in
after
one
that,
eye.
that's when he goes, so, you know, I mean, I guess just, you know, wearing a new pair of shoes, muscles kind of acting up. It's just like, what? Why the fuck does shit like this happen
a
to
new
us?
pair of shoes.
And I said, this is the
How
same
do you
guy.
say that with a straight face?
This is the same guy that needed like 3 weeks in spring training to prep to be a DH.
How do you say
Like, the crazy part is,
I
think we've all come to love JD Martinez.
I don't think I can ever respect JD Martinez again after this. I think I've lost all respect for this man.
Do you want me to find the interview?
Oh my God, I can't believe he actually fucking said that.
Yes.
That is got to be the biggest horse's ass answer to a question I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, they need to wear some new shoes. Fucking kid.
Wearing new shoes.
Oh my God. I wore a new pair of shoes. I went to bed, everything was fine. I woke up, my ankle hurt. What the fuck are you talking
Let me find it.
What does that fucking mean? What, he fucking slipped going to take a piss in the middle of the night and doesn't remember it? What does that fucking mean?
Well, I think he's saying from wearing the new cleats the day before.
How long do you think you're going to be out? I don't know. what exactly happened? What have you been dealing with?
Nothing, honestly. It's kind of, I haven't got, being quite frank, I haven't got my shipment of cleats in, and I had to try a new cleat yesterday, and nothing happened, really. Yesterday felt great. Cleats felt great, and woke up today and my ankle was sore, and I was like, that's weird.
I did it pretty
At the
good.
beginning of it, everything was good. Went to go hit the cage, and all of a sudden, it was just like a sharp pain in my ankle, and I was like, oh. I was like, I don't think I can swing. And then I tried swinging again, and I was like, yeah, this ain't happening. So, did some treatment today. I don't think it's anything. It's just muscle, just new shoe, and, just moving and hitting on a brand new shoe is just, I guess it's different. I don't know.
Dude, I gotta say, I did that shit pretty good off the top of my head. I did a pretty good impression. It's ridiculous. Insanity. Okay, so the day before, mind you, Monday, Brandon Nimmo's out of the lineup. What happened to him? Oh, well, he fainted in his bathroom and busted his head on the floor. Woke up with his blood dripping out of his head. And he's like, look, I was with 4 guys the day before, didn't have a drop of alcohol. I'm just like, what is going on
Okay.
with the Mets?
So he said he didn't have a drop of alcohol. Well, that leaves the rest of Pandora's box wide.
Peyote?
Anything.
Ayahuasca?
Yeah, maybe it was this new stream of shit. He smoked too much, but
I think Nimmo might be a straight edge type dude. I think he's like religious or something.
So he just fainted. Professional athlete, the prime of his career, just flat out fucking fainted in the middle of nowhere.
And then
For no fucking reason whatsoever.
next day comes back and has a big game. Go ahead double.
It's called the day off, boys and girls.
Okay,
yet-
but why are they making up
and yet-
stories?
From just saying I'm tired and want the day off to, well, I don't know what it was. Put on this new pair of shoes and everything was fine, and the next thing I knew they weren't.
Woke up.
I woke up.
Ankle a little
Ooh,
sore.
what's that?
I thought that's weird.
Strange. It's happening today when I'm tired, need a rest.
This is
What
a
a
mystery.
what a coincidence.
Mystery.
Crazy.
That's funny.
Strange.
Well,
Suddenly I want a day off, and now my leg doesn't work.
that's awkward.
Weird.
That's
The timing
awkward.
of that.
Ooh. Youch.
Can't make this shit up. I mean, what a fucking donkey! Are you kidding me?
But I kind of think you need to give me my flowers. I thought my impression off the top from memory.
This doesn't
was pretty
concern you
good.
at all.
What do you want me to do?
I
Concern me? JD Martinez has been one of the biggest reasons we've been good.
I know, but
past 20 games.
That there is
What?
that's almost as bad as Angel's press conference. The only thing missing were tears. I don't know what it was, man. I haven't tried a new pair of shoes. That was fine.
He didn't say it like the weird thing is
Then I woke up.
the weird thing is he was laughing with reporters. Right? Did you hear that?
Yeah, like you're all fucking donkeys.
He was like,
you're gonna believe
so,
this.
how long are you gonna be out? And everybody jokingly laughed. But what if the guy really does have a sore ankle from wearing a new pair of shoes? I mean, ridiculous as it may be, He needed 3 weeks.
I mean, as utterly unfathomable as this could be.
He needed 3 weeks in spring training.
That press conference goes somewhere in the vicinity of the answer in Billy Madison when he answers that question and the principal goes, Mr. Madison, that is the most insanely idiotic
Is that the
response
one where like
to a question.
like you don't hear everything he's saying, right? Don't
He
like,
says the whole thing. He goes, that is the most insanely idiotic response to a question I've ever heard in my life. He's like, at no time in your incoherent rambling did you utter anything that resembled a rational thought. He goes, everyone in this room is now dumb for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Is that when fucking Buscemi comes in and caps the dude?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but that's there. That's in the realm. That is there. With Billy Madison's answer. That's what that is right there.
But the grimace is pushing him through.
J.D. Martinez, Billy Madison.
Yeah, and when I saw that clip, I was just like, what? What are you talking about?
Just sitting there staring like, is he serious?
Huh? Interesting.
This could be the worst answer to a question I've ever heard in my life.
Well, because I was looking at the box score because I couldn't get the Mets. Unfortunately, they're blacked out around here if you don't have the Nationals network. Yeah. So
Which we don't because they're a bunch of losers.
I'm not buying a whole cable package for that trash.
Not for those scams. My wife would probably shoot me if I fucking said, honey, can we get this subscription?
We watch the
My wife would go,
Nationals.
why? They suck. Even my wife wouldn't buy this bullshit. She'd be like, you want to do what? Why? They're awful.
Yeah, but so I was looking at the box score, and on the box score, I noticed he wasn't in the game, and I was like, damn, what the hell happened to him? And the same thing happened to me yesterday when I saw Nimmo was out, and then I found the article of him cutting his head on the floor. Nimmo faints, cuts head. I'm like, what the fuck?
This team is fucking Lulu.
Yeah.
Between him and fucking Martinez with his fucking, I don't know what happened. Just put on a new pair of shoes. And
Muscles acting weird.
Suddenly I've got polio.
Like, new pair of shoes. Next thing you know, I'm FDR.
Oh my God! I'm sorry.
Franklin Delano.
Oh my God! That's terrible. Oh God!
From now on, when somebody fakes an injury, be like, oh yeah, it's one of those FDR situations.
You know what's funny about this? Watch these two fuckers be hurt.
Probably are.
Be really legitimately hurt.
Exactly.
Oh my God! Watch this story come out tomorrow. J.D. Martinez out 6 weeks, dislocated.
No. Be like, torn Achilles.
Yeah, it's done for the season.
Shredded
And
Achilles.
you heartless assholes. Oh God! I'm sorry. Why would you answer that question? If you knew the answer was going to be this idiotic, why would you answer that question? Just say, I don't know. We're having it looked at. Just leave it at that.
Look, you say I woke up this morning. And my ankle was sore. I must have done something to it in the game yesterday. Period.
Even though I felt completely fine when I went to bed.
Well, I mean,
There was nothing. There was no hint of anything. Not even a twitch. Nothing.
no. So
Then he wakes up and yeah!
adrenaline could take you, especially when you hit the 3-run go-ahead bomb in extras after being 1 for your last 20. So could have tweaked the ankle a little bit, and maybe not really known
But
it or
he
realized
He
it.
would have known he tweaked it. Even if it didn't hurt as bad. he would have known. Well, that was kind of off. He would probably have said something to the trainers after the game. By all accounts, he said nothing to nobody. Went home.
Yeah, but still, it sounds better that way.
Just saying.
So just say, hey, I must have done something to it yesterday
I'm
and didn't
just
even realize.
saying. All he had to say was, "I don't
Sounds
know
better
yet."
than I wore a new pair of shoes.
No, you don't say that either. You say, "Look, I don't know what happened. It's hurting right now. I haven't looked at it. I'll let you know when I know more. I don't know right now." Leave it at that. I don't know. Don't go, well, I put these new pair of shoes on.
That's literally what I just said in different words.
I know. But I'm stoned.
You're like, you don't say that. You
say
say this.
you say this
The same fucking thing.
But you say it like this.
Oh, this is my life, folks. This is my
Oh, Lo, he's so. This is
it.
Oh, he's so.
This is my cross to bear. My cross to bear. Well, I'm yours and you're
Anyway.
mine.
Anyway, that's gonna do it
It's
for
a
our
mutual
show.
cross
It is a
situation.
mutual cross, dual crossing.
I mean, if you haven't realized that,
So-
these crosses are leading,
They are
head to head. I was
It's
going to say
a-
tip to tip. Didn't think that would be
no,
probably not a good.
bad choice of words.
Yeah,
Not bad. Anyway,
head to head still could be.
you're not helping yourself right now. You know what? You're doing a JD Martinez. You just just before
Well, you
before
know,
too much.
I
Before
mean,
you
So,
don't
just to kind of be brutally honest, shipment of cleats hadn't come in yet, so wore a new pair of cleats
Brand new.
yesterday.
Brand new. They were my size, I think.
You know,
I think they were
cleats
my
felt
size.
great. Everything was good. Nothing happened. I woke up this morning and my ankle was a little sore, and I thought, well, that's weird.
Maybe it's that I don't feel like playing.
But
But we'll have to check that anyway.
came to the ballpark.
You never know.
Batting practice. Took my first swing at BP, and I was like, whoa.
I really don't want to practice
Felt
today.
the pain in the ankle, and then took another swing, and I thought, nah, better not do that again. So I don't know. Just wearing a new shoe. Muscles acting up.
So let me get this straight.
You know.
He got hurt supposedly wearing a new shoe, and yet tomorrow he's going to put on a new shoe. Put on another new shoe.
Another new shoe.
Like if you,
Well, no, but
why wouldn't you go back to the 5,000 pairs you've already worn?
is it
that
possible?
you still have?
is
You
it
know what? We'll try another new shoe tomorrow.
Is it possible that they put wear on the shoes that he gets ordered? You know how like they wear out balls before they give them to players to throw?
I guess.
Like how you break in a glove or something. Could you do that with a shoe
Well, there are things you can put in a shoe to like stretch it out.
to make it more malleable so it's not like
So
stiff?
so like the first time you put on, you walk around the shoe store, it's like, oh my god.
Right.
Yeah, I would assume that a professional, any sports team, because guys, basketball shoes, new cleats, new whatever, skates, they have a way of stretching these things out. So when they put
Kinda
them on,
wearing them in a little bit.
yeah, it's not like a brand new pair that hasn't seen the light of day.
So, I mean, do you think
I mean-
that could... I mean, it just seems like such a third world problem now that, like, if you put on brand new cleats, like,
Nothing-
you injure yourself.
Nothing about what he said is believable. Nothing. That's all I can say. Nothing. And again, I wasn't there.
Maybe they were the
But
wrong size.
I don't. How
Because if I was wearing the wrong size shoe playing a
this
game, that
this
could
is
fuck
a
me.
professional athletic team. Even if they got the wrong size, somewhere in the stadium is the right
They
size.
gotta have the
They
right
gotta
size.
have the right size.
And they have enough money to
They
go
have,
buy
they
the
have,
right size.
yeah, they have backup. They have a closet of backup cleats. It's a closet with all sizes.
Steve Cohen and the New
because
York
you know
Mets.
why? Because shit like this can happen.
Richest owner in baseball.
So you think that there isn't a professional team, whether it's hockey or whatever, there's a spare a closet with a spare set of shoes,
Well, no.
like all different
so
sizes with team
so-
colors
so
and
here's,
shit.
Here's the thing about the Mets. So
So Larry. It's even Larry doesn't believe it.
over
Larry's
the
all for it.
over the next month or two, depending on what happens with the Mets, everyone will point to this interview. That's what's going to happen. If the Mets go on a run again, it's going to be like the Mets are.
Must have got the right pair of
The
shoes.
Mets are 12-4 since Shoegate.
Must have got them.
Since Shoegate.
Must have got the right pair of shoes
The Mets are 16-4 since Cleatgate.
since Cleatgate.
Since new pair of shoes.
Mets
gate.
are 0-11 since since this donkey tried to tell the world that it was fucking new pair
Well,
of
no,
shoes.
you know
Fuck this.
that if we slide, it'll be like, ever since the Mets couldn't get JD Martinez his cleats, They've completely fallen off a cliff.
That
those
pussy took a
losers.
day off and lied about it. That's what
Those
it'll be.
losers.
By the way, JD's gone 0 for 55 since that interview.
Shit. I have one of those big fuckers on my back.
Oh my God, don't move. Holy shit. Oh my God, that thing was huge. Yeah, it landed over there. It's in here somewhere. It was huge, dude.
I felt him land.
Dude, it was huge, like an alien. It's in there somewhere. Wait, let me see if I can see him. See him in there? Is he under here? Is that him right there?
Where?
Right there. Is that him? Yeah, he's right
Oh,
there.
shit.
Look at that fucker.
Yeah, damn.
Something to kill him with? Or slam him?
Dude, it came flying by my ear. Sounded like a goddamn helicopter.
Looks like a fucking. That thing is huge. You gotta get rid of it. Oh, that's something-
Larry, good night. I'll see you.
Anyway,
in a week and a half.
the show's
We're gonna
still
be
on.
gone for a while.
Anyway, this is the end.
The end is just the beginning.
We'll be back on. Well, you'll see me up on Cape Cod for a couple of Boston sports things with some of our favorite subscribers. But
We're
we're
going to do football previews.
We'll do football. We'll do Patriots.
Pretty early for football previews.
It's
Typically, you do them at the end of July.
yeah, but we always because I don't see them again. So I was giving their first take on the Patriots.
I know, but I mean, typically
We don't do our stuff.
You go to Boston a little later in July, right?
No, this is around the 4th of July.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we do.
I thought it was like July 20th.
No, we usually go around this time
Well,
every year.
you usually do a pretty good football preview.
So we will. You and I are
Considering
gonna-
there's not a ton of info out yet.
well, I
It's
mean,
like just starting to.
I have the links to like every one of their sports pages, like
Yeah.
media pages in Boston. So there's always somebody telling a story, like about a guy, gets a super wedgie and
I know, but like the
Fuck
only
that.
the only thing I hate is like you can't really tell what's a puff piece and what's legit.
yeah.
Because every year they're like, oh, here's this 7th round pick that everybody loves. And then you never fucking see the guy.
What I would,
You know what I'm saying?
the Boston media is very different when a team's not good. Like every story is a question. What do you? What's they've probably already started breaking down positions. Like who's the best? Who the depth chart at this position right now? They probably already started that stuff. And the questions they're asking are, it's probably mostly offense because the defense is elite. So, oh my God, we're still on the air.
Sorry, they're just watching us clean up.
So, anyway, the defense is a top 10. So the questions are all going to be about offense.
Yeah.
All about offense. And they should be. So, anyway, you guys enjoy the weekend. Happy 4th of July. Have a safe, fun, and we'll see you we'll be back on the 16th, which we'll be back, that's Tuesday. We'll be back on Monday. But Tuesday night we'll go live again. It's been, 2 weeks from tonight. Shit. That's crazy.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow.
But,
Wow.
Yeah, but we'll do a couple from on the Cape with some of our favorite subscribers. You've seen them before, so we'll definitely do some previews there, and we'll talk about the Celtics and the teams on for sale. Who do you want to buy it and why? We'll talk about that as well. So until then, for the Data One Thomas Chase with Hot Question One, you guys enjoy the holiday. We will see you on this side. Happy early Independence Day. God bless America. Peace.
I'm gonna throw these.